Hey TJ. What's up?
Ron Paul. It is good to see you again. How is our country doing?
Well, we are still in the middle of a depression. Those boneheads at the Fed really amaze me.
Just select a vice president that is good with guns and have him shoot the Secretary of Treasury. That is what I did.
Yeah, but it is not that easy today. Most people think the idea of abolishing the Federal Reserve is too radical. Did you know our current Secretary of Treasury, Timothy Geithner, did not pay income taxes for 5 years prior to being appointed to the position? Now he leads the group that chases Americans around for their money. Kind of hypocritical. But nobody seems to care.
Sounds like it. What is income tax?
The 16th Amendment, ratified in 1913, allows Congress to levy a tax on income of every citizen and business.
Really? Good Lord. And that is the same year that they established the Federal Reserve?
Yes, quite a coincidence. We had some sneaky bankers back then. Anyway, we are in this depression, housing prices are falling, unemployment is rising, we are in a debt crisis, and it is obvious the Fed has no clue what to do.
Do you know what to do, Ron?
I don't know how much power I would have in this manner if I were president, but I would push to legalize gold and silver money to compete with Federal Reserve notes, and I would propose a much more meager budget than Obama, cutting government programs like it was my job.
Who is Obama? He has never dreamt of me.
He is our president. I imagine he dreams about John Maynard Keynes, Franklin Roosevelt, and Karl Marx, instead of you, or the Founding Fathers.
Oh, he is the one that likes to share the wealth. Well, I see how that is turning out for him. You cannot pry money from the hands of the rich. You just end up milking the middle class and handing the money to the wasteful government programs. How is your presidential campaign going?
It's okay. The hardest part is getting the Republican nomination and fair media representation. In the last debate, I thought I kicked some major ass, but I was reported to have received 0% of the vote. But my internet following spoke otherwise. If I could somehow win the Republican nomination, I think the presidential race would be a landslide for me.
Who are you up against in the Republican primary?
Probably Mitt Romney, Michelle Bachmann, and Rick Perry. Mitt Romney is a shapeshifter, constantly changing his views based on what most Americans want. Michelle Bachmann is like Sarah Palin, but slightly less retarded. Rick Perry is the chosen one by the Bilderbergs and the Fed. He would be unbeatable because he would raise $1 billion in no time.
Sarah Palin? You know, Paul Revere told me recently that she messed up a story about him at one of her pep rallies. I mean, she got the Paul Revere story totally wrong.
Yeah, but she is retarded. Anyway, you have to help me, TJ. Our country is heading to the same debt crisis that has already hit Greece, Portugal, Iceland, and Ireland. We will be overcome with debt to the point that we cannot even pay the interest to the central bank.
If that happens, please do what Iceland did, and say, F the bank, we are not gonna pay it. Then, build some ships, move to another continent, and start your own government, based on personal liberties. That is what we did.
TJ, you know there are no vacant continents left. We have to fix America.
Even if you lose the Republican candidacy, your efforts will not be in vain. There is a revolution in America, and you are a part of it. Keep your head up, put the Fed's head on the stake for this crisis, put Obama's head on it. You know more about how to fix this than any other candidate. You are the right man for the job. See you again soon.